What's up, guys? It's your boy Creed Tunes here with another commentary for you guys. Yeah, we back, baby. 2020 first episode, The Holy Ghost. Let's get right into it. Right off the back, there's an intro on this one, and I had an intro before, but it was a little too long. It was about 30 seconds, and nobody's trying to sit there and watch 30 seconds before the actual video starts. Come on now, let's be realistic. I just made a quicker one. It took about a day to make that, about a day. And I had to redo it actually because my one flash drive that had the other intro on it got corrupted. I lost a bunch of stuff, but it's all good. I made it again, and it looks a lot better, I believe. Uh, yeah. So for the sound effects on that, when he was blowing into the Nintendo and putting in the cartridge in the game and all that, there's a video up about, I think it's like the last video I made actually, and it shows you the process of how I did that. So if you want to check that out, I'll put the link right here, or I'll put the little card up there on the screen. So the first scene when she walks into the room and douses him with the water to wake him up, that was a scene I wanted to do for a while actually because it's pretty true to like real life. People, I know when I was growing up, like we always had to go to church. And I didn't never wanted to go. It's like you wanted to sleep in. Like man, I don't feel like going to church, man. But you always had to go. Um, So I don't know if you guys noticed, but in the first scene, the clock, the number on the time on the clock changes. Just little background things. If you haven't noticed, you should pay attention to the background sometimes because I put like little things in there to make it a little more official. Black's head on the pillow. Also, like first when I drew it, it was just laying flat on the pillow, but then I had to actually put the lumps on him on his head to make it look like his head is actually deep in the pillow, divoted in the pillow instead of just flat. Give it some depth, you know what I'm saying? So also his breathing. First he was just laying there, but I had to make his chest and his body move up and down. Things like that makes it that much more official, more believable. People love it. Um, yeah, moving along. Scene two, when they're driving in the car, another thing that made it a little more believable and just fun to watch, more interesting, was when they're riding in the car, it's not just a still shot; they're bouncing a little bit. You know, it gives it that you probably won't even notice it, but if it's not there, it's just less interesting. It's just you're sitting there watching them flat on the screen. Uh, I made a little gospel little track in the background because I didn't want to get copyrighted using somebody else's song. GarageBand, I would definitely recommend that for anybody doing anything for like audio. GarageBand on your phone, on an iPhone, you can't beat it. It's literally amazing. Thousands of instruments, you can't go wrong. Um, so for the scene after that, when they're pulling up to the church, was an added scene because it felt like a little too rushed because they went straight from Graham in the car, like hotboxing it with the cigarette, straight to them going into the church. And I was like, I don't know. Like, it seems like I could add a little, like something, a scene. You know what I mean? It seemed like it was like a little rushed. And also DJ Motorman did the voice of the pastor, and he wanted his character to be decked out in bling. He wanted the G wagon, he wanted the rings, he wanted the gold teeth, all that. So I was like, I got you. So I was like, I gotta put the G wagon in there. So I was like, all right, they're gonna pull up and he's show the G wagon. So that's how that came about, and it actually made it a lot better because it added a scene. Um, the fourth scene was when they walk into the church, and the crowd was. It took a while to draw the crowd actually, but I put a lot of reoccurring characters in the crowd. If you look in the crowd, you'll see there's new ones. The old ladies with the hats and all that. They're new, but all the other characters, most of them, they've been in previous episodes. So go check out them old episodes. You'll identify them. Um, the candy part was awesome too because y'all know, like, whenever y'all go in y'all grandmother's house, they always got that strawberry candy and butterscotch, like, and peppermints and stuff. Like, I had to put that in the episode somewhere. And I don't care where if I had to force it in, I was gonna put that candy in there. And also with the mole, I wanted because Black mentions it in the car, and I was like, okay, that's cool and all, but I have to like just to make it a well-rounded episode. Let me bring that. I did first. The mole wasn't going to talk or nothing. You were just going to see the lady with it. But I was like, oh, matter of fact, let me put the mole in there because my girl, she was going to do the old lady that has the mole. She was going to play her voice, but I was like, you know, it'd be funnier if the mole started talking to black. So that's how that came about. And my girl actually ended up doing the voice of the girl in the front row that turns around. Her name's Brianna. The character. She turns around. Oh no. Did he really just say that? So yeah, that was my girl doing that voice. Shout out to her. She killed it. Um and yeah, so that was pretty much it. DJ Motorman killed his voice. He sent me the voices on Christmas actually. Like shout out to that. Shout out to DJ Motorman. You know what I'm saying? That's dedication right there. I'm working on Christmas. He straight sent the line. He working on Christmas. Like shout out to him. So yeah, the lines came out great. He did his part. I ended up doing the other dude that comes in after him with the breathing, like that dude, because he, you know what I'm saying, you gotta have that guy in there too, the overzealous type dude, uh, preacher or whatever in the church that everybody knows that just does the most. And then finally the Holy Ghost scene when she catches the Holy Ghost and speaking in tongues and all that. Everybody's seen it in the church. I'll be sitting there when they be doing that, like, what is what? It's confused, like, what is going on? You know what I'm saying? But hey, it's all part of this culture and all that. So I had to throw that in there too. And that was what the episode was called. So had to throw that in there. You know what I'm saying? First Gram Gram wasn't going to be the one catching the Holy Ghost, but I figured it would be funnier if she did. First it was going to be a random character, but screw it. Gram Gram was just smoking a cigarette. What, a scene before this? Next thing you know, she catching the Holy Ghost. Like, is she? I don't know. That's just how I look at it. Like, are these people really faking it, or are they catching the Holy Ghost? But that's pretty much sums up this episode. I wanted to start off strong this year, you know, get a little longer episodes for you guys because I'm not conforming to Instagram anymore as far as the 1 minute episodes because I would have had to cut almost. This episode would have been nowhere near as good or in depth if I would have conformed to Instagram. So I was like, you know what, screw that. Let's get it. You know what I mean? We're going full throttle now. So however long it takes to make an episode is however long it takes. It's only took me 2 weeks to make this one, by the way. 2 weeks. Let's get it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, thank you guys for checking this commentary out. Just a little insight on how I made the episode and what was going through my mind when I made it. We got a banger coming up next. I'm telling you, it's called. I think I'm gonna call it World War III. So yeah, be on the lookout for that one. I got cool features in that one coming up. Jake Hillhouse and D Dumbass. They're gonna be in this one. So it's gonna be awesome. Make sure you hit that notification bell, ding, 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 so you can see it when it drops. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to search for it or nothing. Hit the notification bell, like, comment, subscribe. Thank you guys for checking me out. And please, please, please tag somebody. Tag a friend. One person. That's all I ask. One person. Love y'all guys. Creed Tunes is out, man. I'll see y'all in the next one.
You ain't lose the weight you were supposed to lose last year, and you're not about to lose the weight this year. Just stop with the malarkey.